As somebody who's a reverend, you should have known that. Not just legally, but just take all of that out. In the house of God, you're going to do that? No. You want to go protest outside the church? I still don't like that, but that would have been better. Yeah. None of you wanted to hear from anybody else. You just wanted to yell and scream and terrorize or traumatize, as Don Lemon said, children.
Well, maybe you want to hear from someone else who can tell you how to be a good Christian. Meet William Kelly. He's the other notable protester here who definitely thinks that you are doing Christianity wrong, and he'll prove it by berating and accosting people, including minors, at the church.
All these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters. You come here to a man wearing a suit. Is a preacher? Did Jesus wear a suit? Did Jesus profit off the word?
What?
No. Jesus would dine with
Go to black church and say that.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Stupidest
you are
argument.
A fake Christian. Why are you not standing with your Somali and Latino communities? Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity?
Oh, he's a minor.
You're sinners. You're pretending to be Christians. But we know you live an easy life, don't you? A very easy life while people are starving.
How do you know?
Shame.
I love it. It's at the end, like he thinks, he hasn't been convincing enough. Shame!
Shame on you!
Got all of that one. And here's the thing. This is also why you don't try and appease these people. Far be it from me to defend the prosperity gospel churches where
right.
they come out to poison or whatever it is. But this is also one of those things where you don't need to be ashamed, let's say, if you are successful or you're a part-time pastor who happens to do okay. This is not a showy church. This is not a gaudy church. It's very traditional. You can see those seats are likely having to be placed out there, put back. It's a very traditional, modest church, and the guy is dressing respectably, and they're trying to act like he's Joel Osteen. The point is, you cannot try and adhere to their standards. And I can tell you this, if Jesus did wear a suit, he'd rock it. He'd rock it really well. Yes, bolo tie is a bold choice, but he is the savior of mankind, so he can do it.
He's the rancher of men.
I bet you he could even wear stripes with patterns, because he's Lord. Now, this man,
I bet you he'd wear a purple suit.
I bet you he could.
A three-piece purple suit.
I bet you he
with
could.
a purple tie.
He could Cedric the Entertainer wear that, and I wouldn't have a problem with it.
With a feather in his cap, too.
So this guy, this Kelly, professional protester, by the way. He's been participating in these protests for a very, very long time. This is what he does. I don't know how that helps everyone's lives. It's okay to protest, but you also have to be doing something else to add value.
Not him.
But here's the thing. Him and noted Christian sodomite Don Lemon, they want to tell you how to be Christians, and they'll use religion, of course, when convenient, as a cudgel. Here is Kelly on religion and spirituality.
Missions may be different, but the outcome is the same. We're here for peace. So today on Christmas, I will be walking with the Monks for Peace to their next stop.
So you're a volunteer or an employee of this organization and you don't understand the history of the controversy? Do you know?
I understand the history way better than you.
No, but obviously you don't. What about what about the lawsuits? What about the pedophilia lawsuits?
I'm just going to ask.
What about?
And we want people to wake up.
We want women's health care. We
and
want
not
affordable housing. And food.
Why are you indoctrinating the children and women?
So we've been invited to the local Somali mosque.
Women can think for themselves,
I think. See how beautiful it is. This is where they do their
That's what I
prayer.
believe traditionally.
This is where normally 500 people will, come and make prayer, but things
will
are quiet
reject the
because
divinity of
local
Christ.
community
Correct.
Is scared to come out. They're terrified. How can these people be not afraid to go out of their homes, afraid to go practice their prayer, while these rich white people can live like nothing's happening?
Oh, okay. So that's right. Being a follower of Jesus is tolerating and linking arms with a religion that denies the divinity of Christ. Good teacher, nice guy, not the savior or Messiah for mankind. So that's Islam's worldview. But really, the condemnation should be reserved exclusively for immutable characteristics like being white or potentially being successful, my God. And here's noted Christian sodomite Don Lemon on what he views Christianity to be, and so should you.
Jesus Christ, if that's who you believe in, Jesus Christ, admittedly was not perfect when he was here on this earth.
What?
So why are we deifying the founders of this country? Maybe Joseph was, this sort of gay guy who said,
what?
This woman.
Okay. Everybody pick yourself up off the floor.
Right. I don't want her to die or be stoned to death or whatever because she, got pregnant and she's not married. And then, I am not married and whatever. So,
and whatever.
This is kind of perfect.
You got engaged to your fiance, Tim, in 2019. And this morning, and you guys are so cute, we learned that the Vatican has said that the Catholic Church won't bless same-sex unions. Do you think this sends a damaging message? And how do you feel about that, given that obviously you are
An
now
eternally
engaged,
damning
going to get
message.
married.
The Catholic Church and many other churches really need to re-examine themselves and their teachings, because that is not what God is about. God is not about hindering people or even judging people.
It's kind of judging people is kind of what he's known for.
Yeah.
He's in the business.
That's kind of his whole thing.
And do you see, again, I've talked about the moving the goalposts,
Yeah.
right? We went from only God can judge me. Actually, the literal judge can judge you.
Yes, yes.
And God is the final judge, of course. But we're allowed to make judgments. We're actually called to make judgments. We're actually called to make judgments by the fruit of the Spirit, right? We will know a tree by its fruit.
Yeah.
We are told. So let me get this straight. Jesus wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he's not the spotless lamb. He couldn't be.
Spotted.
He admitted it, by the way. He admitted he
he's a
wasn't
spotted
perfect.
lamb.
Spotted lamb.
If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to create clips like these fast, try Opus Clips. It's smart, simple, and built for creators.